Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
All right, a few UAE-based updates that I received for those who are interested. As usual, I speak to people who are there. The first thing is that craziness of the India-Pakistan cricket match. I think that was what was driving people. Nobody was interested to talk about anything else. So in a way, that's good. And it seems that 20,000 people were in the stadium and everyone was enjoying. You know, sometimes I just think to myself, then, what is all this COVID? Was it actually real or was it all fake? I mean, just think, 20,000 people in a stadium and everything's back to normal. So what was all the scare about? I don't know, it's just a mystery to me. Now all of a sudden they're like, oh, there's no more COVID, you know. Anyway, that's one. I asked some other people, are the COVID restrictions relaxed? Many of them said yes, but they said some of them were like, no, you still have to wear masks in some areas. Some said, some restaurants, they're still particular about making sure that you sanitize yourself and fine. And some others were like, no man, we're just having a blast. So conflicting reports. But then again, I would just tell you, whether they allow, you can do whatever you like or take care of your health. Because at the end of the day, even if the COVID vaccine is free, the hospital stay is not free. And the time where you get sick, you will not be paid. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Because it's your body, your risk. Okay? The next one is jobs. Plenty of jobs. My clients, most of them are like, I have 4 interviews, 5 interviews lined up back to back. Before, you know, the same people who I was speaking to, they were like there's nothing. Now they are like, oh, I'm getting calls. Even now, I'm working, I already got a job and I'm getting more calls. Hats off to you guys, congratulations, whomsoever. Some of them are even sending me messages. Oh, you didn't help me, so now I have a job. Ha ha ha. Congrats. Baba, congrats. Just because I didn't help you for free. I mean, what? You want me to help you for free and then you want to work for a salary. You want to work and give your services for a salary. But you want me to work and give you for free. As it is, I give you these YouTube videos. On top of that, you want free. Okay. Then there was also these cabin crew and pilots and all that who are getting their jobs, but a little bit lesser now. See, yesterday I got a message from a guy who has taken a loan and, left UAE or Qatar or whatever. And he has not paid. Now he has taken a sizable chunk. And he was like, hey man, love your channel, love your work, blah, 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 whatever. And he was like, anything you want, there for you. I knew he wanted something. That's why he's being so sweet. So then he's like, oh, I just want to ask you, man, I've taken this amount of money and I've not paid it back. Now, if I go back or if I travel via this thing, will I be in trouble? I said 100% you'll be in trouble. Because you have taken money and you have not paid it back. In Arab countries, you are more like a fugitive. It's a criminal offense. Now, even though they will say it's a civil offense, still, they will make sure that they get. Now, if it is a small amount like $1,000 and this and that, fine, that's negligible. Okay? But that doesn't mean you take the money and run away. Okay? Please pay it back. So this guy was like, I'll give you a rough figure. Let's say example, about 100,000. He was like, man, but it's only 100,000. So if it is only 100,000, pay it back. It's not your fucking money. You borrowed money, you are supposed to pay it back. Don't be shameless. Oh, it's only 100,000. Then pay the fucking money back. I do not respect people who take money, don't pay it back and think it's a free for them. And then he was like, oh, what if I go to Oman? What if I go to Turkey? What if I go to... I said, you go anywhere where UAE has a agreement, and or if they sign up with Interpol, you're going to get fucked. And then after you get jailed, don't write, oh, it is so inhuman, oh, you know, what human rights violation. No, you are a fucking asshole who has taken money and run away. Just imagine if someone did that to you. They took your money and ran away. Would you say, oh, poor guy, yeah, just leave him alone? My wife's relative lost around $30,000. Imagine a Thai person in Thailand. $30,000 is not a joke. Oh, the husband was bedridden 6 months because he got a mental breakdown, and the wife was so, you know, completely depressed. Person took the money and ran away. So what do you say to such a person? Then you'll say, Loy, but these are banking institutions. No, you don't have a fucking right. Then if you feel that you can rob from someone or pay the price. It's like these, Greenpeace activists. They go to the bank and they take a sledgehammer and they just break the glass. Oh, human rights activists. Or they sit in the middle of the road and prevent people from going. And if you move the car, oh, it's paining. Oh. I saw that one video with this fucking ugly bitch. She sits in front of this car. This lady wants to go, take her child and drop her to school. She's sitting there protesting against the government. Inconveniencing this lady. And when she moves her Range Rover a little front, just Google search. Oh, she was. I wish someone had run over her and, you know, she lost her hand or leg. Fucking deserve. These people are mental retards of the first order. Oh, the dogs are suffering. Oh, the cats are suffering. Oh, Greenpeace. Oh, no, people have to pay their fucking bill. These people are jobless because the government gives them unemployment benefits. Why you don't see people in third world countries doing this? Because no, their father is not going to sit and pay their bills. Anyway, moving to the next point. So, if you have taken money, pay it back. Don't be a fucking shameless mutt. You know, I really don't respect people who take money and run away. Really, I don't care what your situation is. You took money, give it back. Oh, my mother died. Oh, my father died. Oh, I lost it. No, you took money, pay it back. Simple. Nobody wants to hear your stupid shit. Nonsense. Then I spoke to another friend of mine. He's an American guy. He told me when he goes to, he's like, Dubai is booming back, but it's going to desperation. I said, what do you mean? He was sitting down with his friends in Dubai Mall. Imagine, Dubai Mall is not a cheap shit mall. American guy sitting with his friends, 2 of them or 3 of them. He said this female walks up, okay, and she sits there, and he's like, excuse me, what here? And then next thing you know, she grabs his phone, and dials her number and gives it back. He said, what the fuck are you doing? And she said, why are you ignoring me? Young girl. And he's like, what do you want? No, I want a boyfriend. So, basically, she's a prostitute. So he told me this is becoming too explicit, like right in your face. He was telling me when he's walking alone or sometimes, these girls will actually follow him and smile at him and make passes. And he's not like a guy with 6-pack abs. He's a family guy, you know. He has, of course, a big tummy, and he's like, what the fuck is this, man? He's like, these whores are explicitly, they don't care. They'll just come up to your face and, how much? You know, come. So, anyway. Then another one was, someone sent me this news. What? That Expo 2020 crossed 1 million visitors. Hey, good for you. 1 million visitors. And people are like, ha, we crossed 1 million visitors. You know, fuck you, Dubai is bounced back. Okay, I'll make you understand a very simple logic. Sometimes you don't use your brains. Let's assume I have 1 million followers. Let's assume I have 1 million followers, subscribers on YouTube. But after I post my video, only 100,000 watch the video. So even though I have 1 million followers, only 100,000 watch the video. Now, if they watch the whole video and the ads, I get paid. If they don't watch the video and don't watch the ads, I don't get paid. So what is the point of having 1 million subscribers? Next one. Let's say on my video, I'm selling merch. And please buy my shirt, or please click this link and try this VPN or something. Okay, now let's assume after I ask people, or Patreon, please donate $1. Now, if I have 1 million subscribers and 1 million pay $1 to support my channel, I get 1 million. Okay? But if I have 1 million subscribers and ask people only $1 and hardly anyone gives, let's say only 1,000 people give, so I'll get only $1,000. So what is the point? That is why, you know, the celebrity boxing matches, there's one which is going on, YouTuber versus TikTok guy. It seems they have 15 million or 24 million followers, but they thought they would sell off the stadium. Hardly, it seems, what do you say, a few 100,000 they made in collections. Nobody paid money to watch the fight, and they ended up having a massive loss, and now it's a court case. See, having big numbers come in for free doesn't mean anything. If 1 million people came to Expo 2020, how many millions spend money? Okay. How many millions spend money? And then when you calculate revenue minus expenses, then you get profit. What is the profit that Expo 2020 has made? When you compare the billions that were spent for ads and which was cancelled, the billions spent for the infrastructure, the millions spent to maintain this place, after you deduct all that, what do you think they made? I'm asking a very simple question. See, this is where you guys lack common sense. 1 million, yay, so what? 1 million. In fact, you and I don't even know if those numbers are authentic or they are fake. In fact, let's say I'm a husband, I have a wife, I have 4 or 5 children, and I have a maid, and I have a driver. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So let's assume 8 people came. So out of the 8 people, we just went sightseeing and we bought popcorn. Do you consider that a success? When will people get brains? See, Expo 2020, you need to understand what is the purpose for hosting Expo 20. Expo 2020 is hosted to boost the country's image, to invite investors, to showcase what the country can do. As of now, Expo 2020 has become a global village. It's become like a circus show, entertainment. A.R. Rahman is performing there, dances are happening there, a big TV, and you can see, come visit our country. What is all this? I've asked people, they said, hey, nice buildings and nice entertainment, but it's like global village. Oh, souvenirs, you can buy overpriced souvenirs. Man, a little bit of common sense here, please. Okay. The next one is with regards to, one more thing, with regards to jobs, since there are plenty. There are always 2 categories I've noticed. One is people who get very good salary offers. That is those people whose resume is perfect, speaking skills is perfect, your branding is perfect. If your branding is perfect, you will get a good salary, you will get a good offer. If you're one of those ordinary like the rest, then be ready for bargaining. They will squeeze you out. If, let's say, you're expecting 10, and the industry standard is 8, but you push for 10, they will ask you, you want to work for 6 or 5? In fact, I've even heard embarrassing stories where they even said, okay, you work for 1 month for free. Forget, not even a start, 1 month for free, and prove it. In fact, I got some of these chaps who went on a visit visa to UAE. They were working, and then they didn't get paid anything. They said, sorry, your work is not satisfactory, and you can't take them to the cops because you're not allowed to work during a visit visa. So yeah, and last but not the least, like I told you, there are these 300 odd so job vacancies. I've finished how many? I think 30. I'll just do my best, how much ever I can share in terms of job vacancies. Obviously I have to verify before I give a shout out or advertise to my groups. So out of the 300, whatever I can share in the next, I'll do this for the month of November. After that it stops because I need to do other things also. So anyway, if you have any information with regards to what is happening in UAE or the Middle East, like I said, Saudi, Qatar, what's that? UAE. Plenty of jobs. Good. Many people are happy. Some people are like, ha ha ha, Loy, I did it. No thanks to you. Well, okay, fine. Happy for you, man. Happy. Good. Get big salary. Make a lot of money. Okay. And yes, please, for those of you who are itching to spend money, plenty of sale. I don't know with real product or fake product. Plenty of sale is coming. Sale. Okay, so do your best. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.